Hi everyone. Yes, I've finally got my hands on something I wanted for a while now. Actually, since it's been announced. um, I saw a few videos on this, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this could be rather good." This is going to be the deck um, by Konami, which is going to sell like hotcakes. And hopefully it has been selling like hotcakes. I mean, you still find quite a few around, but that's good though because hopefully they're just covering themselves to prevent mass panic going. Oh no, we can't find this structure deck anywhere. Come on, it's like the best one they've done so far, which is an understatement because oh boy, this thing is absolutely ginormous news if you play Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes, I have it. And yes, it was 11.99 from Game. If they're not going to bother taking off the security tabs, then here, that is how much it costs. Actually, don't worry. I think it's actually the bog standard price. It's on Amazon for about the same price, though minus postage. So score one to Game. Yeah, you just basically buy this and where you go. You had quite a few of these. So there you go. So I think also like small places might do for about the same price. I'm guessing the Brotherhood Games, Bermondsey, yes, gave you another shout out, which actually appeared just at the tail end of their video, which they did. Was it last year? Yeah, when they opened up the main store. I only literally just appeared on screen just as the video faded to white and finished up the video. So yeah, I was there at the actual opening of the big Brotherhood Games thing. I really should go and check it out again at some point, which is not that far away from me. It's slightly further away from me than my local game because I live near a big shopping centre, which is soon to be demolished and redeveloped on. But anyway, but there you go. So yeah, anyway, Blue Eyes White Destiny, and if you want to see the card list, there it is. So don't worry, you can. I'll talk while you ponder through that, and you're thinking some of those cards are good. You're right, because not only does this have quite a bit of new Blue Eyes support to make it more meta, like you got a new fusion, a new synchro monster at least, and at least one new Xyz monster as well that can be used with this deck. Um, so yes, and not only does it have like good blue eye support, but it also has quite a few cards that anyone can use in any deck. Mainly because they negate. Yes, that's kind of the name of the game now in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that people fill up their decks with cards which do a lot of disruption and negate stuff. And quite a few of these cards here, yeah, they can do that. But of course, in order to get the full, power of it, you need to buy at least 3 of these. I'll get another 2 at some point. But I just wanted 1 for now because I just wanted to show off, yeah, pretty much what the deck is. Oh, and you do get, I'm assuming it's one of these 5 here. You get a promo version with a chance of being a quarter century rare. Now, I've heard of these, even though I haven't been collecting much Yu-Gi-Oh in a while. The last time it was that I can't remember now. The one with the dice, and you get the Yubel cards. There's quite a few GX stuff in there, which I forget. I actually had one of those. Not Duelist Alliance. That's something completely different. Anyway, but yeah, I haven't been opening much Yu-Gi-Oh in a while. But decided to make an exception because it's Blue Eyes. You have to. It's freaking Blue Eyes. One of the staple monsters. Anyway, but I do know that a quarter cent you could get one of these as a quarter century rare, which is like have gold trim and over it, and of course it's part of that their big quarter century campaign that they did, and I think it's slightly still ongoing with Yu-Gi-Oh currently. So I just getting rid of something. So let's see what it is here. Okay then, so we just get is it regular foil? Yeah, regular foil. Wishes for Eyes of Blue. Which is quite a powerful spell card. Yeah, a fairly powerful one. Right. Discard one card, add one level 1 light tuner and one spell or trap that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to your hand, except for Wishes of Eyes of Blue, which is fair enough because you don't want to keep spamming it. Yeah, it's a bit like Toon Table of Context otherwise. Oh, boy, I remember when people just used to spam the heck out of that. But particularly in Tag Force. Hey, remember Tag Force? Yeah, I still got those on the PSP. Anyway, you can banish this card from your GY. Yeah, they're still doing that, you know. The GY! GY! The GY! Shut up. Anyway, but yeah, you can banish this card from GY, then target one Blue Eyes White Dragon that you control, equip one Blue Eyes monster from your extra deck to it as an equipped spell that gives you 400 attack. You can only use this effect of Wishes of Eyes of Blue once per turn. Okay, so you can banish this card to target a Blue Eyes White Dragon you control and equip another Blue Eyes monster from the extra deck, and it gives it a 400 attack point boost. Interesting. Once you've used up its main effect, which of course is you can add one level like tuner and spell and trap that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon. So yeah, it's quite a nice searcher in that regard. Just take it out for all to see. So yeah, you do get a nice opportunity to get one of these nice promos. So very good. Is that the that's the maiden, isn't it, on the cover? Yeah, of course. It's always the maiden. Was it her name Kasara in the in Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, of course. She was the one that gave birth to the spirit of the Blue Eyes White Dragon in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime and manga. So there you go. So that's my promo, and of course the rest of the cards are going to be the same. Card backing, bit of cardboard backing. Sorry, I should say. Yeah, and it's just the deck. If I can ever get the blessed thing, if I can ever get the blessed thing out. The promo was a lot easier to get out. That's it. I don't want to give myself a paper cut or whatever. Ugh. Why are you not coming? Stupid cardboard. Oh, there. That's on you, cardboard, for not cooperating with me. Thank you. That's all I wanted was the deck. Oh, you see the new Xyz monster straight away. Maybe I didn't introduce it now. So yeah, I'll just go through. Of course, go through the cards with you since, like I said, they're very good for Blue Eyes support and everything. It is just, amazing. So yeah, first of all we have the new Xyz monster, Indigo. So to get these cards right, Indigo Eyes Silver Dragon. Yeah, just look at that. 4,000 attack. It's actually no defense. It's just 4,000 attack. What is this? A Link monster? But actually, we do get some Link monsters in this, which we'll get onto. Yeah, this is a rank 8. So it's a Dragon Xyz effect, 2 level 8 Dragon monsters. So yeah, if you've got 2 blue eyes, you can instantly bring this bad boy out, no problem. Cannot attack directly unless this card has a normal monster as material. So yeah, this is definitely made with blue eyes in mind. Since obviously you would have it as material. Blue Eyes as Blue Eyes is a normal monster. You can only use each of the following effects of Indigo Eyes Silver Dragon once per turn. If this card is Xyz summoned, you can negate the effects of all face-up cards your opponent currently controls. You can detach one material from this card, then target one normal monster in your GY or banishment and special summon it, and if you do, it gains 1,000 attack. So, that's good. In a way, it does support all 3 blue eyes. As it says, you can, of course, you need to have 2, or at least one of them, to use as material. And then it can bring back, say we use 2 blue eyes as material, and it can bring back a third from the graveyard, or if it was banished. And that is a pretty neat effect. So best up if you're going to build blue eyes, best up to read up on all these cards too and try and remember, because otherwise, oh boy. Here we are. This is the new Link monster. What was it? I'm thinking of Maiden again. Sorry, Spirit with Eyes of Blue. So yes, this is a Link monster. As you can tell, with the that it can only be in attack mode and only has one of the little corners there linked up. But then, mind you, that's good though. This is only like a minor um, link monster, so you don't want it to be attached to your opponent's side of the field. But then again, it's very doubtful that they want to attach itself to something as weak as this. I'm talking complete nonsense. Sorry about that. Yeah, but at least it's going to be just attached to your side of the field there. So yeah, Dragon Link effect: one level 4 or lower dragon or spellcaster monster. So that's interesting. You might you can imagine playing this with Dark Magician. Oh boy, but I want to read about it. It might come in handy if you play Dark Magician or any other kind of card with spellcasters. Anyway, you cannot special summon you cannot special summon except dragon monsters, which is fine because majority of the monsters in this deck will be dragons. You can only use each of the following effects: a Spirit of Eyes of Blue once per turn. If this card is link summoned, you can take one Mausoleum of White. So just read that here. So one Mausoleum of White from your deck, and either add it to your hand or send it to the GY. You contribute this card, special summon one Blue Eyes monster from your hand or GY. But if you special summon an effect monster from your GY by this effect, it cannot attack and its effects are negated. So there you go. That's kind of thing. Again, it kind of more supports once again normal monsters. So again, it's there to bring out Blue Eyes. Another nifty effect. I mean, you can, like I said, you can bring out an effect monster if you want. It can't attack and its effects are negated. But then again, you might necessarily just want to bring out an effect monster to help with another summon, like a synchro or maybe a fusion or something like that. So it's not, it doesn't completely disregard that. So yeah. Here we are, Maiden of White. This is the new version of Maiden with Eyes of Blue, which of course is a monster quite often associated with blue eyes because obvious reasons. Anyway, Spellcaster Tuner effect. You can send this card from your hand or field to the GY. Place one True Light from your hand, deck, or GY face up in your spell and trap card zone. So yeah, this helps bring out a trap card called True Light, which is a very powerful trap card if you use Blue Eyes, but it does have, I do recall, it does have quite a negative effect. We'll get to that when we get it, because you do get True Light in this. Anyway, if you special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon while this card is in your GY, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card. When a card or effect is activated that targets this card on the field, or when this card is targeted for an attack, quick effect, you can special summon one Blue Eyes White Dragon or one level 1 Light Tuner from your GY. You can only use this effect of Maiden of White once per turn. So there you are, kind of, again, special summoning Blue Eyes and kind of taking the heat off of it. If this becomes an attack target, you can special summon Blue Eyes in that regard. So yeah, again, very, very decent Blue Eyes support. So, and of course we got the main version of Wishes of Eyes of Blue. I've already talked about this, but yeah, again, this is another pretty decent searcher. I just wondered, does it say one Light Tuner? So something like, so this will help bring out actually Maiden of White, and one spell and trap that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon. So okay. I think there is, or at least a couple of cards which mention Blue Eyes White Dragon as a trap and whatnot. Here we go. This is the new Synchro monster, and it's quite a beast. Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon with, is it? I'm reading it. Reverse it. 3,500 attack and 4,000 defense. That is quite the beastie. And of course 12 stars as well, so force to be reckoned with. So yes, 2 tuners plus 1 non-tuner Blue Eyes monster. So yeah, you do get quite a few tuners with this deck, so that requirement is met. And of course, again, this supports Blue Eyes, so you can so you can send 1 Blue Eyes to the graveyard using this effect to summon this, and then of course you can use another card to bring it back. So your opponent cannot banish cards from your GY. So that's good. Keep the blue eyes there. Although you do have the means of bringing it back with that other card. Anyway, you can only use each of the following effects of Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon once per turn. When a card or effect is activated on the field, quick effect, you can negate the activation, and if you do, this card gains 1,000 attack until the end of this turn. So, you do want to negate with this card, because imagine it being at 4,500. That's just wow. And if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon one light dragon monster from your GY except Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. So, yeah, again, you can just summon back Blue Eyes. This is the thing. It's like a bit like lots of non Blue Eyes players be like, oh, you and your Blue Eyes, you keep bringing it back, and that's because these monsters are just having these awesome effects. You get rid of one dragon, but then you can bring back another. That's the brilliantness of this deck. And we got the new Kaiser Seahorse, Neo Kaiser Seahorse, who is a tuner. It's a dragon as well. I just noticed that. I knew it's just saw tuner and just noticed it's also a dragon. This is a dragon, but that's good though, because I was wondering, because that other card, I just read it. Was it Maiden of White or no? Spirit tells it Spirit Advisor, but I think only allows you to special summon dragon type monsters. So no, this is good though, because this is a dragon, so it meets that criteria. Anyway, if you control Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can special summon this card from your hand. Nice. You can target one light tuner you control. Because this is also technically a light tuner. It's a light attribute, and it is a tuner. So nice. You can control. You control one light tuner you control. Increase or decrease its level by 1. Because obviously with synchro summoning, you have to make sure that the number of stars that each monster has equal to the monster you wish to summon. If this card is sent from the field to the GY, you can send one Blue Eyes monster or one monster that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to the GY, except Neo Kaiser Seahorse. You can only use the effect of Neo Kaiser Seahorse once per turn. So yeah, again, more to do with special summoning with Blue Eyes. And again, this is, again, if you want to attack with this, pretty decent. It's actually about this, about 17. I think this might be the same attack and defense as regular Kaiser Seahorse, but I could be wrong. I know it had 1700. I'm not sure about its defense, but yeah, pretty good. Here we are. This is, I think, the other new spell, Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons. Very nice artwork there. And I think this also has a pretty nifty effect as well. Special summon in defense position one Blue Eyes monster from your deck, GY, or banishment. But if you control no Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can only special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon with this effect. But that's fine, because if you're playing Blue Eyes, what else would you want to special summon? Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except dragon monsters, which again is fine since the majority of them will be dragon monsters anyway. You can banish this card from your GY, fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field, including a Blue Eyes monster. You can only use one Roar of the Blue Eyes White Dragons once effect per turn, and only once that turn. So you have to choose one effect to use, and then you have to wait your next turn to use the other effect or whatever, and such. But yeah, this is pretty good. Actually, that's it. Yeah, it kind of acts almost like an instant polymerization that brings out a fusion monster. Of course, you need to send material to the graveyard as well. But yeah, that's a pretty nifty effect. Not going to argue there. And again, I said so much Blue Eye support. Oh, and this is the new trap card, the Majesty of the White Dragons. So you've got all. I was going to say all three. I think one's regular, one's Neo, and one's alternative. That's it. Yeah, that's the other one. I'm not quite sure. It's all shiny. it's all shiny. Oh, that's the other thing. Speaking of shining, yeah, you're not going to get Blue Eye Shining Dragon in this. You saw in the box. no Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. But then that's because it's often considered to be quite a difficult card to bring out, and it's, I guess, not really worth it in the current competitive scene. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe someday we might see it back. But for the time being, all this is pretty. All this should be pretty much enough. Anyway, Majesty of the White Dragons. Show up to 3 of the blue eye. Yeah, show up to 3 of the Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand. Face up Monster Zone and or GY, then destroy an equal number of cards your opponent controls. Also, if you've got all 3 Blue Eyes out, that will a good destruction effect for this card. You can banish this card from your GY, ritual summon 1 ritual monster from your hand by attributing Blue Eyes White Dragons from your hand or field whose total levels equal its level. You can only use each effect of Majesty of the White Dragons once per turn. So you can use each effect, but again, only once. But yeah, so this also helps in a way of ritual summoning, because I was wondering how that's going to work, because you do get Chaos Max Dragon in this, and that, of course, is a ritual monster. I'm not sure. I think you get the ritual card as well. We'll go into that, but yeah, but this is a nice little alternative to doing that. So it's pretty much like Raw for polymerization. This one can bring out the ritual. So there you are. I wonder if I was just wondering. Hold on. Ritual monster that feature Blue Eyes White Dragons. No. Ritual monster from your hand by attributing. It doesn't actually. I was going to say it doesn't actually say, but I was thinking actually no, you can't use this for Paladin. I was thinking, hey, remember Paladin of White Dragon? That was a ritual monster that was kind of Blue Eyes support. Yeah, you tribute that monster. You get you can special summon the Blue Eyes from your that from your deck to the field, I believe, with that one. But you don't get much with this. But and then again, you don't really need it as such, because a lot of these just keep bringing Blue Eyes back or doing this, that, and the other. So those are the new promo cards. Now we go over to the main cards themselves. Yes, you do get 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. However, they're all different artworks. But hey, at least you got 3 to choose from. But none, sadly, none of them are the iconic, one from the anime, the one that Kaiba uses. But well, it's just what it is. So you got that one, which I think was the second printing. You've got the tablet, Blue Eyes White Dragon, but not the one with the lightning coming up. There's actually 2 versions of this. There's another one where the Blue Eyes is about to fire its burst stream of destruction, but this is the one where, of course, it doesn't. So there you go. And this one, I think, is the fairly recent one, which is okay, but it's just not as iconic as the others. But still, Blue Eyes is a Blue Eyes. I'll just read the thing. So yeah, this legendary dragon is a powerful engine of destruction, virtually invincible. Very few have faced this awesome creature and lived to tell the tale. Remember when all the normal monsters have little stories behind each card? Yeah, now it's all about effects. Yeah, and speaking of which, though, Blue Eyes, I've of course noticed that this is the purest and strongest normal monster at 3,000. I don't think it. No, there's all other monsters which have 3,000 attack or more, whatever, tend to be effect monsters, ritual fusion, synchro exceeds, pendulum link, whatever, any other type of monster apart from normal has more than 3,000. Yeah, this is like the 3,000 attack beast. So there you are. So you get your 3 Blue Eyes. And of course, you have Blue Eyes alternate White Dragon. You just get one of these, I believe. Yeah, because I think essentially it is Blue Eyes, but it's alternative. I'll read it. Yeah, cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by revealing Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand. You can only special summon Blue Eyes alternate White Dragon, so alternative White Dragon, once per turn this way. This card's name becomes Blue Eyes White Dragon while on the field or in the GY. So yeah, and once per turn you can target one monster your opponent controls and destroy it. This card cannot attack that turn this effect is activated. So yes, you can either attack normally or you can destroy a monster. So, and of course it's treated as just a regular Blue Eyes White Dragon while it's on the field and graveyard. So again, that means you can special summon that if you want, rather than another Blue Eyes White Dragon if you're got a particular strategy in mind. Oh, next up we got it's Kyber's Jet. I have a Blue Eyes White Dragon Jet. Oh, botched it up. I keep botching it up because he said it so fast in Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridged. I have a Blue Eyes White Dragon Jet. Your argument is invalid. Your argument is invalid. No, finished it. But yes, I'm sorry if it's gone a bit blurry there. There you are. Anyway, I'll read what the card does in case you can't read the text. But yeah, Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. 3,000 attack, 0 defense. But then again, this is primarily used for attack or whatever. Other cards you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Okay, you can only use each of the. You can only use each of the following effects of Blue Eyes Jet Dragon once per turn. You can only activate them while Blue Eyes White Dragon is on your field or in your GY. If a card on your field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from the GY. If it was there when the card was destroyed, or hand level if not. Sorry, my eyes got dotted there for a moment. It's hang on. You can special summon this card from the GY if it was there when this card was destroyed, or hand, even if not. Okay. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles, you can target one card your opponent controls and return it to the hand. Okay, yeah, so you can special summon this card from the GY if it was there when the card was destroyed, or hand if not. Okay, yes, you can. It's different ways you can special summon it. Yeah. So yeah, again, this is just got all these different kinds of new monsters as well. Although Jet Dragon's been around for a little while now, as well as alternative. And this is the other fairly new one, Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon. See, a lot of these, I tend to notice a lot of these effect monsters, in terms of attack, I think tend to have about 2,500. I mean, Jet Dragon had 3,000, but he had no defense. So yeah, if this card is special summoned, you can add one ritual spell or one polymerization from your deck to your hand. Oh, good. During your end phase, you can add one level 8 or higher dragon monster from your deck to your hand. So again, wink, wink, Blue Eyes. You can banish this card from your GY. All level 8 or higher dragon monsters you control gain 1,000 attack. You can only use this effect of Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon once per turn, and can only activate them with Blue Eyes White Dragon is on your field or in your GY. So yeah. Again, specifically made to power up monsters as well as to get a ritual or polymerization. So that's good. Even though this doesn't come with polymerization, the fact is I don't really think you need it for what you need it for, because it kind of everything covers itself. Anyway, next up is Dragon Spirit of White, which poor thing kind of looks like a discounted Blue Eyes White Dragon. Anyway, this card is always treated as a Blue Eyes card. This card is treated as a normal monster while it's in the hand or GY. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one spell or trap your opponent controls. Banish it. If your opponent controls a monster, quick effect, you can tribute this card, special summon one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand. So again, more power there to bring out Blue Eyes. Again, they get very nifty cards pretty much all around. Here we are. Is the new. It's been around since the freaking Dimensions of Dark Side Dimensions. So I had the DVD there. Anyway, yeah, Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. 4,000 attack, 0 defense. But of course, this is the big boy, the big ritual monster. You can ritual summon this card with Chaos form. Must be ritual summon. I think that's the ritual card you get with this. Must be ritual summoned. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects, and it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict double piercing damage. Double piercing battle damage to your opponent. So it does piercing damage, but it's doubled. If monsters in defense mode. So say this this attacks a monster with 2,500 defense. So again, instead of doing 1,500 points of piercing damage, it does 3,000. So yeah, you don't certainly want to mess with this. Yeah, I think you do get Chaos Fulminous. Oh, here's the other main ritual monster. Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon. This has 3,000 attack, is it? Yeah, this has 3,000 attack and 0 defense. Again, very nice artwork there. Or maybe that was what was on that was the third dragon on that other card. Anyway, you can ritual summon this card with Chaos Form, must be ritual summoned. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects, and it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, so pretty much like the other one. If this card was ritual summoned using Blue Eyes White Dragon, when it declares an attack, you can change the battle position of as many monsters your opponent controls as possible, and if you do, the attack and defense of this card of those changed monsters become 0. Also, this turn, if this card inflicts defense, if this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. So it doesn't have the double effect, but it does have the ability to change monsters' attack and defense positions, and also can give them 0 attack or defense. So again, force to be reckoned with. It may not be as high in the attack points as Chaos Max, but yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, here we go. We've got the White Stone of Legend, which is your basic dragon tuner there. So yeah, if this card is sent to the GY, add 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to your hand. So a simple thing. Of course, this is a tuner, so you can use it for the synchro summonings. Yeah, and of course that's why you'd have that other card, which I keep forgetting, but the one that changes the was it Neo Kaiser Seahorse? I think it may have been. I'm just learning. And we also have the White Stone of Ancients, which again is a. How can a stone be a dragon? But there you go. It's the same with the other one. Dragon Tuner effect. Again, it's 1 star. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card is in the GY, because it was sent there this turn, you can special summon 1 Blue Eyes monster from your deck. You can banish this card from your GY, then target 1 Blue Eyes monster in your GY and add it to your hand. You can only use this effect of the White Stone of Ancients once per turn. So again, more power to bring back Blue Eyes or any other card with Blue Eyes in its name. So there we go. I think we get 2. Oh no, we don't. Oh no, I thought we had 2 of these, but no, I must have. White Stone of Legend, White Stone of Ancients. That's it. I thought I had 2 of the same, but not quite. Next up, we have Sage with Eyes of Blue. Oh, that's why it said spellcasters. Yeah, of course, I should have realised. Because this is, of course, a spellcaster. I think there's another monster as well, which is another card here, which is another spellcaster. Tuner and effect, 1 star. 0 attack, 1,500 defense. When this card is normal summoned, you can add 1 level 1 light tuner from your deck to your hand, except Sage with Eyes of Blue. So again, this helps bring out a light tuner. And you can discard this card, then target 1 effect monster you control, send it to the GY, and if you do, special summon 1 Blue Eyes monster from your deck. You can only use this effect of Sage with Eyes of Blue once per turn. So again, helps get Blue Eyes out or any other cards similar. As in its name, so yeah, very, very good. And of course, you get oh, sorry, just so I'm not fooling you. See, you get 2 copies. There you go. So that's good. And no, hold on. Sorry, no, you get a place. Sorry, you get. Oh, dearie me! I thought you only got 2, but no, you actually get a play set of Sage of Eyes of Blue. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, if you buy 3 of these, you're going to wind up with 9 of them. But oh well, doesn't matter. It's a pretty handy card. So you get 3 Sages of Eyes of Blue. We got only 1 of this card. We got Master with Eyes of Blue. Spellcaster's unit effect. Very kind of looks more like a warrior, but yeah, a master. Like a martial arts master. But yeah, there you go. So yeah, Master with Eyes of Blue. Spellcaster's unit effect. 300 attack, 1200 defense. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one level 1 light tuner from your GY and add it to your hand. You can shuffle this card from your GY into the deck, then target one effect monster you control, send it to the GY, and if you do, special summon one Blue Eyes monster from your GY, other than the sent monster. You can only use this effect of Master of Eyes of Blue once per turn. So once again, giving the giving the whole run around there of special summoning. A lot of these cards, of course, would deal with special summons, because that's the important thing, is to basically keep Blue Eyes White Dragon active, either like in the hand, graveyard, or the field. And of course, there's because that one that brings back from banishment. So yeah, it's quite nifty. I just just reminded myself that you actually get 2 of these, which I'll show you in a second. But you have Dictator of D. Obviously, it's a Dictator of Dragons. So this is kind of a new version of Lord of Dragons. Well, basically, it is a new version. Spellcaster effect. When you control Blue Eyes monster, you choose the attack target for your opponent's attacks. You can only use this effect of the following effects of Dictator of D once per turn. You can send one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand or deck to the GY. Special summon this card from your hand. You can discard one Blue Eyes White Dragon or one card that mentions it, then target one Blue Eyes monster from your GY and special summon it. So basically, you send it to the graveyard, then you discard a card. You discard a Blue Eyes, special summon this, then you get rid of another card that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon, whatever, and you can special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon from the GY, from the graveyard, back onto the field. And yeah, of course he definitely likes Blue Eyes target, given the Blue Eyes. I'm guessing that's a flute. Oh, we're probably going to get like a special at some point, maybe like a new flute of summoning dragon or something, but it's specifically made for Blue Eyes. Maybe to to target all 3 Blue Eyes from your deck at a cost of 500 life points or something. Who knows? It wouldn't surprise me if Konami would do something like that, because come on, it's one of their target premier monsters. So yeah, you get not 1 but 2 copies of Dictator of D with this set. And I keep forgetting that this is here. Nibiru, the primal being, aka the big board wipe. Which it is. This is I definitely know what this thing does from watching various stuff on Master Duel, but of course I'll read it anyway. Rock effect. During the main phase, your opponent has normal or special summon 5 or more monsters from this turn. Quick effect. You can tribute as many face-up monsters on the field as possible, and if you do, special summon this card from your hand. Then special summon 1 Primal Being token, Rocklight, level 11 attack defense, to opponent's field. This token's attack and defense becomes the combined original attack and defense of the tributed monsters. You can only use this effect of Nibiru the Primal Being once per turn. So yeah, you get this out, but you also special summon a token which has the combined attack and defense of all the monsters that were tributed. You can tribute your monsters, you can tribute your opponent's monsters. Yeah, that's it. This is why it's a complete board wipe. But some people still, play this, especially when, because special summoning is such a huge thing now that they can just basically bring this out. But of course, that's the only drawback is that token, and you might manage to create, a huge, powerful token that, which I think players can attack with, but usually, what players tend to do is they tend not to play their cards right and make sure that they either don't get to use the token or it gets destroyed or whatever. They usually would play around it, because if you say got rid of a lot of Blue Eyes monsters, and then you launch this, you're going to wind up with a very powerful token that can attack and defend. So that's of course the major drawback of using the Nibiru, is that you really have to use your math. You have to really be good with math, or have some way of getting rid of the token, so therefore your opponent will be because this thing won't leave your opponent totally without any form of defense. So that's the only drawback there. So there we go. Ah, ha, ha, ha. The card that everyone and their mother uses. And yes, you can get it in this set. Yep. Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. I'm fully aware of this card. I may not have played Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually, I've never really played Yu-Gi-Oh! I know that's not in a card shop or anything like that. Anyway, but yeah, only really been at home. But yes, I know this is the one that one of the many cards that this is one of the many cards that everyone and their mother uses because of its versatile effect, which I'll get into in just a second. But yeah, it's a tuner, so you can use it for synchro summoning if you want, which is one thing. But yeah, it's a zombie tuner effect. When a card or effect is activated that includes any of these effects, quick effect, you can discard this card and negate that effect. You can negate adding a card from the deck to the hand, special summoning from the deck, or send a card from the deck to the graveyard. You can only use this effect of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring once per turn. It's me. And yeah, that's the one that I think most people often use is discarding this to prevent the special summoning of a monster. I know, it's a major pain, but yeah, that's what he does, and that's why many people use it as a form of a negate. But there are other cards that can negate this, or at least one card I know that can negate this. But yeah, you only get one Ash Blossom. Here's the other major one, Effect Veiler. I can also fit. There's another spellcaster and a tuner. So yeah, I can really see why that other card said spellcasters. And you get two. Oh, sorry, just say you get of course 2 Effect Veilers. So I'll just read what's on the other one. During your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can send this card from your hand to the GY, then target one effect monster your opponent controls, negate the effects of the face-up monster your opponent controls until the end of this turn. In fact, actually, yeah, unless you're going to bring it out to do a synchro summon, that's the only other thing that you can do with this card, is just discard it to negate the activation of an effect monster, which, you usually would use this anyway. But I think that's the thing, though, it's an effect monster, not so much a spell or a trap. So yeah, because that's the thing you have to really watch, because this is primarily for effect monsters. Here we go. We go into the spells, and we start with Chaos Form. This, of course, is the ritual spell. You can tell by the little flame. There you are. You can send. This can be used to ritual summon any Chaos or Blackluster Soldier ritual monster. So yeah, you can even use this for Blackluster decks. And I think there might be a Dark Magician. Oh yeah, Chaos. Yeah, Dark Magician of Chaos, or that kind of thing. Yeah, so you can use this. Yeah, so you can use it for a Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Kaiba deck. You must also tribute monsters from your hand or field and or banish Blue Eyes White Dragon or Dark Magician from your graveyard GY, whose total levels exactly equal the level of the Chaos or Blackluster Soldier ritual monster you ritual summon. So yeah, again, you have to make sure the sacrifice. Although that's the thing with ritual monsters, you can actually go over. You don't have to worry so much about the number of stars, as long as it's let's say equal or more. So if you go if you want to special summon an 8-star monster, but you get rid of 2 or 3 monsters, whatever, and they levels are up to 9, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, it doesn't really matter so much for ritual summon, but it does for synchro summoning. So that's the thing you have to watch for the stars, which is why you've got cards which alter the level of the stars, so they can increase or decrease. Here we are, Ultimate Fusion. This is the kind of the. I think you can use it for other stuff as well, but this one specifically for this deck to bring out your fusion Blue Eyes monsters. During the main phase, fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon as material. So no, this is actually just for Blue Eyes. That's still very good. So during the main phase, fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon as material by shuffling the materials mentioned on it from your hand, field, and or GY into the deck. So that's good. It brings them back, so you can continue using them. Then you can destroy face-up cards your opponent controls up to the number of Blue Eyes White Dragon and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons used from the field as material. You can only activate one Ultimate Fusion per turn. So yeah, so it's a good destruction effect as well. But then that's Blue Eyes all over, you know, it's all about destruction. Very good. It's nice that these cards have effects. Oh, you get 2. Yes, you get 2 there. That's because you get quite a few fusion monsters. Oh, me saying about that flute, I completely forgot about this card. The Melody of Awakening Dragon. With a rocking guitar there. In the shape of a Blue Eyes. I'm an idiot. Yeah, discard 1 card, add up to 2 dragon monsters with 3,000 or more attack and 2,500 or less defense from your deck to your hand. So yeah, this specifically brings out Blue Eyes, but you can bring out other dragon monsters whose I think they said below, didn't they? 3,000 or more attack and 2,500 or less defense. So I just go watch the defense and the attack there, but specifically it's for Blue Eyes, just to simply bring out 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons from straight from the deck. So yeah, so if you needed to get those out, then you know just play the Sky. Oh, and again, oh dearie me. Sorry, you get 2. So yeah, there you go. Although maybe I was going to say maybe having 2 in the deck is fine. Maybe having 3 of that one might be a bit overkill. Here we go. This is the new field spell that was mentioned earlier. Mausoleum of White. So there you go. So yeah, during your main phase, you can normal summon 1 level 1 light tuner in addition to your normal or set. You can also gain the effect once per turn. So you can only gain this effect once per turn. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster you control, send 1 normal monster from your hand or deck to the GY, and if you do, the targeted monster gains attack defense equal to the level of the monster sent to the GY times 100 until the end of this turn, even if this card leaves the field. You can banish this card from your GY, add 1 Burst Stream of Destruction from your deck to your hand. So again, it's got a nice little GY effect. You can just remove it to add another spell, and it's gain a powered up effect as well. So yep, very nice. And here we go, Burst Stream of Destruction. It was so powerful, it finally got its own card. Yes, Burst Stream of Destruction. If you control Blue Eyes White Dragon, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Blue Eyes White Dragons you control cannot attack the turn you activate this card. So yeah, instead of having like you can either decide to attack normally with Blue Eyes, or you can play this spell and destroy all the monsters that are out in the field right there and then. But of course, the caveat is you can't attack directly. So you have to make a pretty difficult choice with this card. And this actually just realised you can attack technically, and then you can play this during your main phase 2, and you can control the monsters, but the attack thing, that might be a way of going around it. Oops. Because it doesn't say, because it doesn't specify phases or whatever. It says sometimes it says during your main phase, or you can only activate this during your main phase 1 or main phase 2 or whatever, or during the battle phase. Actually, yeah, maybe this should say say that, but maybe it isn't. Maybe that is actually a way of doing it. You can attack, but then and if you still needed to destroy some monsters, you can play this during your main phase 2. Those monsters get destroyed, and it doesn't matter because your Blue Eyes already had attacked. See, I'm figuring out stuff already. This one we all know. Trading, yeah. Discard an 8-star monster and draw 2 cards. Pretty much, yeah. I think you get discard 1 level 8 monster, draw 2 cards. So it's kind of a bit like Pot of Greed, but with a stipulation you have to remove a monster that powerful to the graveyard, but of course to the graveyard to draw cards. But it doesn't matter because sometimes you want your Blue Eyes cards to be in the graveyard. So yeah, and there you are. And of course you get 2. So yeah, just in case if you need 2, there you go. Oh, this is another one of those negate cards you can get. I love the look of this guy's face. For Called by the Grave. Rise from your grave. Ah! Oh boy. Anyway, target one monster in your opponent's GY, banish it. And if you do, until the end of the next turn, its effects are negated, as well as the activated effects and effects on the field of monsters with the same original name. So yeah, you can negate, say, all your Ash Blossoms if you remove one from the graveyard. At least for this turn, for the turn that this card is activated. So yeah, this is actually the good counter to Ash. If someone plays Ash Blossom, and there's lots of people do this, and they play but I play Called by the Grave, negating your Ash, and they go like, no, that means your original effect goes through. So there we go. I thought you get 2 of these. Oh no, you get okay. I thought you get 2, but no, you just get 1. But it doesn't matter if you get. It's easy to get this set, and you can this deck, and you can just get more if you need more. Here we go. This is the key trap for Blue Eyes True Light. There you go, a nice big tablet. Your opponent cannot target Blue Eyes White Dragon in your monster zone with card effects. If this face-up card is sent from the spell and trap card zone to the GY, destroy all monsters you control. You can only use one of the following effects of True Light once per turn, and you can only activate one of these effects. So yeah, this is that's the main thing. True Light does protect your monsters from card effects, but if this trap is destroyed, then yeah, it's not just Blue Eyes. All monsters on the field get destroyed, so you leave yourself wide open. So yeah, that's the only drawback to using this card. Anyway, the 2 effects: special summon 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand or GY, and set 1 spell trap from your deck that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon with a different name from the cards you control and in your GY. So yeah. And of course, you can only use one of those 2 effects once per turn. Yeah, and you have to choose once per turn which effect you want to use. So yeah, again, it's a very good trap card. It's just obviously the only drawback is once this is destroyed, bang, all your monsters go along with it, not just Blue Eyes ones. So yeah, just so it kind of makes you think. Although, it just makes me think actually. Maybe if you had 2 of these on the field, would that and if they're both activated, would that negate it wouldn't negate. I think it will get rid of like 1 True Light. But you have to get rid of both True Lights in order for all the monsters to disappear, or all the monsters disappear, but the 1 remaining True Light still remains on the field. So yeah, actually, yeah, I think that would be the case. I just realised that if you had 2 True Lights on the field, it doesn't matter if you still destroy 1. All the monsters still go along. All the monsters still get destroyed. So yeah, again, still got to be quite careful with that one there. The Ultimate Creature of Destruction. This is another new trap card for Blue Eyes. Once again, you got the pretty artwork. Target 1 Blue Eyes monster you control. This turn, this face-up monster is unaffected by card effects except its own. It cannot be destroyed by battle. Any monster it battles is destroyed at the end of the damage step. Which is, normal for so basically it attacks and destroys. Excuse me. While this card is in your GY, if you normal or special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can set this card, then banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use this effect of the Ultimate Creature of Destruction once per turn. So yeah, it just basically protects it from card effects, and it can't be destroyed in battle. Oh, I see. I guess like if you if you face up a monster who's a bit stronger than you still survive, and then the other monster is destroyed. That's what it's basically saying, right? But of course, you take life point damage if it is more powerful. But if the 2 monsters are like equal, then of course the Blue Eye survives while this card's activated, and the other monster just gets destroyed. Of course, yeah. it does take time to think about all these strategies, especially since you've got so many options, especially now with all this support. But yeah, there you go. Oh, here we go. We have Destined Rivals. Well, so you've got to have one with Dark Magician against Blue Eyes. Mind you, that's probably something that maybe Konami's going to do later on this year. Is they'll probably do like a Dark Magician. They're probably planning like new Dark Magician support in some way, shape, or form to try and be as meta as this deck is. But I guess we'll see what happens. Anyway, Destined Rivals. If you control Blue Eyes White Dragon or Dark Magician, negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls until the end of this turn. You can only activate one Destined Rivals per turn. So, yeah, very good trap for negates, basically. That's the name of the game, is Negate. Negate, negate, negate. Well, that's... oh, speaking of negates, this is the other one. This is the other major one that lots of people want, or would often use in decks. Infinite Impermanence, with, I think that's Cyber Dragon Nova, I believe, on the artwork there. Which, was it the Cyber... Yeah, there was a Cyber Dragon structure deck that came out a few years ago, which had this. I think there's a few other sets as well. But yeah, Infinite Impermanence. This is another one that lots of people often use, like in duels, in Master Duel, duels, in Master Duel, and in duels in real life, as I meant to say, and just other stuff as well. Yeah. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls, negate its effect until the end of this turn, which is the main reason why people play this. Then, if this card was set before activation and is on the field at resolution, for the rest of the turn, all other spell trap effects in the column are negated. If you control no cards, you can activate this card from your hand. So yeah, it's almost like the same kind of hand trap, an unofficial term, like Ash Blossom, but it's only if you have no other cards. Otherwise, you can set this card and you can just play it like a normal trap. But all the spell and trap cards in the columns opposite from this one. So like you activate this on one of your spell and trap card zones, and all the zones upward, all the way going to the right opposite end where your opponent's end is. All their effects, their card effects, will be negated as well, just for the one turn. But this is usually used to stop the activation of a monster's effect. Is it? I just read it. Yeah, target one face-up monster your opponent controls and negate its effects. So yeah, it's usually mostly it's used to do that. So yeah, you can basically start a whole chain of negates with a lot of these cards. Here we go. And now we go to the extra deck, and of course, you can't have Blue Eyes without the OG Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Which of course is fused with all 3 Blue Eyes, 4500 attack, and 3800 defense. Yeah, of course, this is the OG. Was it poor Yugi faced in Duelist Kingdom? Next up, we have Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which thing is actually has the same attack and defense. Yeah, same attack and defense. However, unlike Blue Eyes Ultimate, this one has an effect. And yeah, 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons again. At the end for material, at the end of the damage step, if this fusion summon card attacks, and this is the only face-up card you control, you can send 1 Blue Eyes fusion monster from your extra deck to the GY. This card cannot attack again in a row. Okay, you can use this effect of Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon once per turn. When a card effect is activated that targets a Blue Eyes monster you control, quick effect, you can banish this card from your GY, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. So yeah, even if it's sent to the graveyard, you can, pop this away from the graveyard and destroy that monster, and negates its effect. So yes, again, all to do with negates. All to do with negates. That's the big thing with this deck is just negates. Well, not just negates, but yeah, it's also that keeping Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field and negates. That's the key thing there. Yeah, I was just wondering. So yeah, I was thinking. This is probably made more with the regular Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon in mind, but I was thinking you can technically perhaps run 2 of these, but have one be sent to the graveyard and then uses effects. Although, again, I think that's pretty much where the regular Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon will come in. But uh, hmm, I know. I think there's ways of making that work. Next up, of course, actually. Next up, Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. This, of course, is the one we just need 2 blue eyes to make. But still fairly powerful. Oh, I just realised it's got the same attack and defense as the regular Blue Eyes. Yeah, not even like 3,500 or anything like that. Anyway, this only has needs 2 blue eyes. Must be either fusion summoned or special summoned by sending the above monsters you control to the GY. Cannot be destroyed by battle. All good. Can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. At the end of the damage step, when this card attacks an opponent's monster, but the opponent's monster was not destroyed by the battle, you can banish the opponent's monster. Okay then, so instead of destroying a monster, you can banish it. So again, very, very good. And it's just lots of sport. Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. This is the one which Kaiba used in his duel against Alistair in season 4. Oh boy, the least talked about that, least said about season 4, the better. You mean the season nobody liked? So yeah, Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. Blue Eyes White Dragon plus 1 Dragon Monster. Well, that kind of makes sense considering that it was the Fang of Critias sells it that Kaiba had. No, you don't get Critias in this, but yeah, one Blue Eyes and 1 Dragon Monster. So that could be, or it could be 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons technically again just to make this. So yeah. Right, so first, must be either fusion summoned or special summoned from your extra deck by attributing 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon equipped with a fusion monster. Unaffected by trap cards or effects, can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. Once per turn at the end of the damage step, if this card's battled, you can target 1 trap in your GY and set it. So this actually helps you to get one of those Blue Eyes traps. That's good. By attributing 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon and equip them from your extra deck by must be first fusion summoned or special summoned from your extra deck by attributing 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon equipped with a fusion monster. I can't remember. There was one monster that said they can do that. Like you can bring a fusion monster out and equip, and I was quite confused about that. But now I know it's to help bring out Tyrant Dragon. Oh dearie me, yeah. But now, of course, it makes all sense once you've all studied and read the cards and know what they do. It does all make sense. Oh no, that's the other one I was thinking of. Yes, yeah, this is the original OG Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. So we're going to the synchros now. The synchro dragon tuner. Oh, this is tune. Oh no, sorry, dragon synchro effect. I was going to say, usually, it's very rare that synchro monsters they themselves are tuners. I think they have to be like pretty low level for that. So yeah, 1 tuner plus 1 or plus non-tuner Blue Eyes monsters. Okay, so that's fine. So again, this is specifically made for Blue Eyes in mind. Neither player can special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time. Once per turn, when an effect of a card in the GY is activated, quick effect, you can negate the activation, quick effect. You can tribute this synchro summoned card, special summon 1 light dragon synchro monster from your extra deck in defense position, except Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, but destroy it during the end phase of this turn. So you can get another synchro monster other than this one, brought out temporarily as a shield, I guess. Yeah, in that last effect, and again, more negates. That's the thing. It's lots and lots of negates, lots of disruption for this particular deck, and you only got 2 more, 2 more cards left to go. Azure Eyes Silver Dragon. Yeah, this is the one that was on. There was another Blue Eyes set from many years ago. This was like the big card at the time. This is a Dragon Synchro effect, yeah. 2,500, 3,000 defense. So I'll just say you. Let's have a good look at it there. Yeah, 1 tuner, 1 and 1 plus non-tuner normal monsters. So again, this kind of not so much just Blue Eyes, but yeah, it just has it just needs a tuner and a non-tuner normal monster. But again, Blue Eyes fits the bill there. If this card is special summoned, until the end of the next turn, neither player can target dragon monsters he currently controls with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by card effects. Once per turn, during your standby phase, you can target one normal monster in your GY and special summon it. So yeah, this is again another way of getting Blue Eyes back. And yeah, and of course, if you used it for for synchro material, then yeah, you can just bring it back the next turn. Is it next turn? Yeah, during the standby phase. That'll be like the next turn during your standby phase. So yeah, again, another little nifty effect just to keep Blue Eyes going. And finally, the other Link monster, Heretic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. And yes, apparently spheres count as dragons. Oh, big time. Yeah, the only major card that this deck doesn't have is any kind of pendulums. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe there might be a Blue Eyes pendulum something or other coming up later. Who knows? Or maybe they might do something with Dark Magician first, and then they'll Dark Pendulum Magician. Oh, is that called Dark Pendulum Magician? Like a Dark Magician and Pendulum hybrid, but no, I don't think they've done that yet. But then it could have like a Blue Eyes crossover with an Odd Eyes. That would actually be interesting. Anyway, Heretic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. Dragon Link effect, 2 dragon monsters. So again, if you've got Blue Eyes, you can bring this out, or any other dragon, like a Neo Kaiser Seahorse, or any other kind of dragon. But yeah, 2 dragons, you can bring this out. 2 dragon monsters. Once per opponent's turn, if this card in the if this card's in the extra monster zone, quick effect, you contribute 1 monster from your hand or field, and return 1 face-up card on the field to the hand. Okay, I'm guessing that's you. That can be used for you or your opponent. If this card is, but it's only during your opponent's turn. Yeah. So maybe anyway. If this card is tributed, special summon 1 dragon monster from your hand or deck and make its attack and defense 0. You can only use this effect of Heretic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres once per turn. Right, of course, that's the only thing. He's only really using it for the effects, since it can't actually attack. Oh, yeah, since it's Brady had 0 attack there. But you basically use it for, the basically just disruption, just to send a card back to your hand or back to your opponent's hand. And if tributed, special summon 1 dragon monster from your hand or deck. So, again, so it'll help that bring out Blue Eyes again, but the only thing, obviously, is attack and defense might be 0. But then again, you might bring it out or another monster out just so you can use it for a synchro summon or a fusion summon or maybe a ritual summon. But yeah, that's the key thing here about using this card. So yeah, again, don't know why spheres count as dragons, but there you go. And with that being said, that is the last card. I'm just double checking here. On Blue Eyes, do we have Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon? Or was that the oh no, that was the new synchro, wasn't it? The Ultimate Blue Eyes Spirit, yeah. So now I've just got to put everything back the way it was presented. So you've got traps, got spells. But yeah, this is a pretty good. This is why it's going to sell at hotcakes. I mean, even if you don't play, I mean, a lot of these cards are specifically for Blue Eyes, but even if you don't play Blue Eyes, there is a lot of the negate cards in this. People will just want them for that, like Effect Veiler, sorry. Of course, Ash Blossom, Nibiru, and of course Imperm. So yeah, it's just a lot of the negate cards. People just want this deck just for those alone. Of course, the promos are nice as well. But yeah, you cannot go wrong with those negate cards, especially with Yu-Gi-Oh being as it is nowadays. Of course, there's lots of natural effects that the Blue Eyes cards themselves could also negate, but but those other cards, as I mentioned, like Ash, etc., can be used in any deck. So regardless, this deck will just sell just for those alone. And yeah, I'll just finish, of course, with showing you the entire deck there, of course, with the promo that I got there. Actually, no, I'll finish up with the box, naturally. So I've still got it here. I just have to hold it awkwardly like this. So, yeah, that has been the Blue Eyes White Destiny structure deck opening. And yeah, this hasn't been endorsed by Konami or whatever. I just wanted to do this for fun because, yeah, this is a very, very good structure deck. So this is going to sell like hotcakes throughout the whole year, hopefully. Because well done, Konami, for putting, making it, a monster that plenty of people in Yu-Gi-Oh should know, and B, filling it up with loads of negates, especially with the game being as it is nowadays. So yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Blue Eyes White Destiny structure deck box opening. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.